What's up, everybody? We are back. We do apologize for the long pause there.
I apologize for that butchering of the word pause.
Hey, yeah, I butchered apology, not pause.
Oh, that's
there we go. Now I'm butchering pause. But anyway, we are back with the action. You did not get to see Furious Unicorns on the attack. They were able to get both points with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and we'll be able to update you on that action in just a moment. But right now, it's going to be Ghost Peppers on the attack and Thick Daddy back on the Roadhog.
They are indeed, and they're running a pretty odd 2-2-2 composition, but it seems to be working so far as they're going to get 2 picks.
Not only that, Thick Daddy's going to ease his way in onto the point, breaking the shield of Japan Banks. As Japan Banks is taking out Hammond now onto the point. Chaos looking for the kill onto that Lucio. Pokitude hopping around on that bell, trying to stay alive, but it's not going to be too easy with Commander Huey in the sky. And right now, Ghost Pepper's putting an impressive pace on the clock here.
They are indeed, and Furious Unicorns already going to change up their comp a bit. Dracobalt swapping off the Diva onto the Zarya, and Blue swapping onto the Sombra here. So they're looking to utilize the hack that Sombra provides onto Chaos or Thick Daddy when they get really aggressive. But this is a very interesting composition from Ghost Peppers. They want to take a lot of different angles, so that way Japan Bank's shield can't shield everything at once. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play it off so far. Gonna pressure the point, but not quite getting anything yet.
There goes Commander Huey letting loose that barrage. Does find the kill onto Jackson. Finishes that onto Pokitude. Red's coming in. Bring that Pharah back into the fight. Now it's a 6v5, 6v4, 6v3 make that. Ghost Pepper's making an argument that they're going to have much more time than Furious Unicorns. They may have lost the first 2 maps, but they are not looking to get taken out of these playoffs without a fight.
And I mean, that was quite a fight they put up there. A 6-minute and 21-second timing. Absolutely insane. Probably one of the quickest we've ever seen here in the Owlet tournament. I mean, that's just
you know how they talk about coaches giving pep talks during the locker room? Woo! The pep talk during the pause must have been fantastic, because Ghost Peppers came out with a new kind of heat on them.
They did indeed, and I really like this. You're kind of utilizing everyone's like best here, you know, Jackson, Widowmaker Extraordinaire, Commander Huey, one of the best projectiles in Owlet, Thick Daddy, well known for his Roadhog play, and I mean, hey, you just see it right there.
Ooh, that was nice.
But now, Fierce Unicorns are gonna have a chance to turn things around with a solid attack. Gonna be putting Dracobalt on the Sombra and Blue on the Widowmaker. So again, probably just looking for some scouting for now. In the meantime, though, Ghost Peppers not quite sure what to run here. They know that they want Commander. Oh, okay, they're gonna run the same comp they did on attack. It seems the only difference is gonna be that guy Tyler swapping onto the Zenyatta here. So again, you want to take a lot of different angles if you are Ghost Peppers. However, it's gonna be much harder to do when you have to have preset locations here on the defense.
And Draco gonna be hard pressed to catch Chaos. Chaos at outs if you can. And Japan Bank's gonna be able to push a little bit easier with that shield, as we don't see any shields on the side of Ghost Pepper. So once that shatter comes up, it's gonna be positioning for Ghost Peppers.
It is indeed.
Fierce Unicorns taking the attack to the right, approaching the main choke now. Trying to find a way to safely get in around Commander Huey and those damage boosted rockets, those direct hits, really putting in a lot of damage. Trying to build up an early ultimate if you can.
Yep, they are indeed. I mean, Commander Huey already 36% to his ultimate. They're just gonna keep wanting to farm, but the nade comes out from Frisky, trying to keep his team alive. Japan Bank's dropping dangerously low.
Yeah, you're gonna see Chaos keep just dipping in with these hits as Commander Huey just peppers in the rockets from above. There you go with the D-suit onto Draco. And Furious Unicorns being hard-pressed to find the appropriate angle and approach here on this main choke. Every time they get close, they get booped away by a hamster and a ball, but if they're not close to the wall, they're getting peppered by rockets from above. What do you do here?
You really have to put Blue onto the McCree or Sombras. Yep, here we go. We're going to see Blue swapping onto the Sombra. Dracobalt needs to get onto that Zarya. A lot more synergy with the Reinhardt, but at the same time, Diva does apply a lot more utility with that defense matrix. But they're going to be hard-pressed to kill Commander Huey here. Maybe a swap onto a McCree or Widowmaker, a lot more pressure you'll be able to apply. And now Japan
Oh
Bank's
no.
going to get split.
Oh, Commander Huey with a beautiful barrage from behind. Draco was not in position to take out and get that defense matrix up. And oh no, the baby diva running away. Run, baby diva, run.
Yeah,
Not going to work out. Commander Huey, however, winning that fight with a single ultimate.
Such a big disadvantage now for Furious Unicorns. I mean, they only have their support ultimates. You're going up against 5 ultimates from Ghost Peppers. They can probably build a barrage within this fight. I mean, you're just going to be hard-pressed to even try and get a tick on first point.
Ghost Peppers definitely have the advantage, and oh, that doesn't help you out in the fight. Blue getting taken out by a direct rocket to the face as the Hammer gets trapped in a stairwell, but still able to get out. Furious Unicorn cannot solidify the kill. Pokey gonna drop that sound barrier to try and help his team get on point for at least some sort of a fight. That guy Tyler with that Transcendence, waiting to use it, but having to defend himself against an Ana, but Thick Daddy's there to save the day.
A 1-for-1
Commander
trade so
Huey, like
far.
you said, has that barrage back again. The Transcendence is out. There goes Self-Destruct, but he doesn't care. He's going to spit the rockets out. Self-Destruct does take out Commander Huey. That's okay, because Chaos is still on point on that hamster. He may be hacked, but he's still got a target, and he's got a Furious Unicorn to take down today. He's looking for that kill onto Poketube, but Thick Daddy is going to be the one taking it home. There you have it. Ghost Peppers on the defense. Not a single tick racked up.
They are not going to get a single tick, and now Ghost Peppers have 6 minutes and 21 seconds just to get a tick, but even if they don't, it doesn't matter. It'll be a tie, and they'll still have another map to try and take it. With our next map is going to be King's Row, because it seems very likely that, no, actually, I'm sorry, no matter what, I believe we will be going to King's Row.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, we have to, in order to get to King's Row, we do need Furious Unicorns to take home the W, as it is a best of 5, so they will be vying for that. They want to take this home in a quick 3-0 if they can, but I don't think that's going to happen. Ghost Peppers with a lot of time to make this attack. I mean, we did see a 4.5-minute defense on Rialto's .3 from Ghost Peppers, so, you know, it is possible that Furious Unicorns can pull out something really special. If they a lot of ult management, a lot of top-notch play, they could come out on top in this scenario.
They could indeed, and it does look like Furious Unicorns are going to be changing things up a bit, running a 2-2-2 composition, something I think this is the first time we've seen from them, with the McCree, Hanzo, Ana Lucia, Ryan, Zarya. But the big problem here is Ghost Peppers. They have so much time in the time bank. They can just try and farm ultimates, or they can just go ahead and swap to a comp that counters it, being on attack. I mean, on defense, you're just like stuck on this comp, right? Especially when Ghost Peppers only needs 1 fight to win.
Yep, and there goes Commander Huey trying to get into the action as quick as possible. It's going to be Frisky, however, dipping into the honeypot. That guy Tyler not able to find his way to the point as planned. Thick Eddie as well getting taken down pretty low as they wait for that respawn. But Jax getting caught unawares does land a shot onto Commander Huey from the rooftop. Puts him a little bit at odds, leaving that Mercy in a bit of a tricky situation. But Mercy is going to be able to get right back out as Thick Daddy does land the hook. Gets slept, but gets the kill nonetheless. Hammond onto the point, mixing things up with that Wrecking Ball as Commander Huey looks to find himself another kill onto Frisky, and now it's Japan Banks trapped in a corner on that Reinhardt, a shield just about to shatter. They're looking to solidify this real quick and take it home. Right now, Poketube bounced around the bell, gonna get taken out by Commander Huey once again, just rolling through the kill feed as Ghost Peppers just smooth sailing here onto the next map.
They are indeed. Ghost Peppers with a very dominant performance there, exposing some pretty big weaknesses in the Furious Unicorns lineup, really abusing those multiple angles of attack. Commander Huey, just one of them on that Pharah, able to take as many angles as he wants in the air. And of course, it's probably going to be his nice, beautiful 3K barrage. It is indeed.
Yeah, beautiful job being able to catch those supports unawares there. And perfect timing, just as the Diva walked inside.
It is indeed. And now Fierce Unicorns, if they want to win this, their next map is going to be King's Row. A very good map for Goats. I think you stick with what you're good at. You know how strong your Goats is. It's been able to win you 2 maps so far. I mean, it was Goats/Goats variations, but it's still one and the same in my opinion. So you have to stick with what you know you can win with, and that's
And
where
Zarya's a big factor on this map. Many times you'll see teams kind of be made or broken by their Zarya play on King's Row.
he is in. Or she is indeed. Sorry, Zarya, incredibly strong. I mean, there's a lot of like in tight and close quarters where you're able to get a lot of free charge and then just kill everyone with your high charge laser beam.
So make sure you're keeping an eye on Jamin as well as Jackson. That's Zarya play coming up. I don't believe we have any substitutions. No, we do. Banks is going to be coming back in. Or no, I believe that was last map. Sorry, misreading my own
Banks
chat.
is going to be staying in,
Yeah.
while Jamin will be coming in to replace Blue here on King's Row. Of course, Jamin probably we've seen a very strong Zarya from him if Fierce Unicorns does want to go goats.
And if they need the Sombra, he is able to play her.
He is indeed, and I think having Jamin in there, though, I mean, Blue's more of a flanker specialist, where Jamin is more of like a McCree Widowmaker specialist. So if you're going up against a pharmacy, which can be very tough to deal with, then you have a lot more pressure onto her.
Mm-hmm. It also looks like we're going to be seeing Ghost Peppers on the attack. No, Furious Unicorns will be on the attack, sorry. Ghost Peppers will be on the defense to kick things off.
Yep,
so Ghost Peppers being on the defense, they have to win this map. They do not, there's no more leniency. From here on out, they have to win every single map. So what do you think they go for the point A hold, or do they try and play the long game?
I think if you're Ghost Peppers, you want to play the long game. You want to play it long, you want to go for the point A hold for sure, but you need to play it in the long sense, where maybe you're not afraid to give up a tick or two. You're just trying to play it nice and far back, spam them down, whether it's through a bunker comp with a Hanzo, a pharmacy, a Junkrat, etc.
Well, looks like all of the teams are ready. All the players are ready. Both of the teams are ready. I'm ready. Prez, are you ready?
I am indeed. Let's get this going. I'm so excited. King's Row, one of my favorite maps in the whole game, and I think it's probably a fan favorite.
Yep, it could be the final map, but we could be seeing ourselves on Busan. That's up to Ghost Peppers. If they're able to hold Furious Unicorns at bay for one more map, or if Furious Unicorns are going to be able to gallop their way to another victory here.
Now I have to wonder, if this map draws, and then Ghost Peppers wins Busan, what do we do to break the tie?
I believe I would have to contact our producers just to make sure I knew what the tie-breaking map would be.
Yeah.
But most likely we would see the two teams go to a King of the Hill matchup if after the 7 maps there was...
5 maps. If after the
5 maps,
both teams
there
were
was a tie.
2-2 even, from after tying, whether... Oh, I'm sorry. We are being informed now that it is a best of 4 apparently. So if King's Row ends in a draw, then Furious Unicorns would go on with the win. But if Ghost Peppers can get the win here, then we'll be going to a 5th map in Busan, where Ghost Peppers can try and get the reverse sweep.
Gotta love the right information.
You do indeed.
No fake facts here, ladies and gentlemen. Owlet tournament, real facts only.
Definitely, but it does seem here that Ghost Peppers gonna be on this Ash Pharmacy composition, which we've seen it plenty of times before, and I mean, it didn't work out too well for them in those cases. So what makes them think that they can turn it around now? Now, Fierce Unicorns just gonna be going ahead doing some scouting with that Sombra. Widowmaker just gonna be trying to get some free pot shots. They've seen what they're going up against, and the changes are coming in.
Yeah, Jamin gonna be onto the Zarya, Draco onto the Diva, as they go with a more traditional GOATS composition here for King's Row.
They are indeed. It's going to be the Moira GOATS. I mean, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was the first map we saw in Overwatch League, actually. King's Row, Moira GOATS, the first time we ever saw it. So it'll be interesting to see how things do. Commander Huey already 60% on that rocket barrage.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job focusing down onto Frisky here. Keeping these rockets pretty directed on Draco, having to spend a lot of time in the air. Great nano blade. There goes the barrage already. Gonna take out Pan Base. He's looking for Jammin. He's gonna grab him too, and there goes two. Commander Huey able to salvage this fight, and not only that, he's gonna finish it off with a quick kill onto Jax. Oh, booping him into Chaos so that Chaos can help out and get a little bit of ult charge too. Sharing the love, and Commander Huey showing people why he is a projectile hero.
Definitely. And I mean, that guy Tyler, though, he landed a massive nade, 91% onto the nano booster. He's going to want to be looking to nano boost Thick Daddy, so that way he can try and build up a lot more charge on that Graviton Surge. But Draco Ball going to be swapping onto the Zarya and Jamin onto the McCree now. Frisky does have the Coalescence, though, to keep his team alive longer, but Pokejude's going to go down.
Oh, no!
Frisky.
Jackson doing a fantastic job grabbing his own little moment in the spotlight and the kill feed. He's got Bob ready to go, but who needs help when you've got that Winchester rifle in your hands?
Who indeed? I didn't even know it was called a Winchester rifle until now. But now, 5 members on on Ghost Peppers have their ultimates, while only one have it on Furious Unicorns, but it's not gonna matter. Jamin laying a nice headshot onto Commander Huey, but Nursey right there to rise him back up.
Yeah, not much of a moment for concern. Now we're just gonna see Commander Huey play a little bit more careful and keep a closer eye on where Jamin is. But getting off that barrage will be a little bit more difficult with that charged up Widow's Kiss looking for you in the air. There he is. He's gonna go ahead and go for it. Finds Jack on the bottom. There he is. The nano boost gonna boost everything, including the healing. Looking for the kill onto the Widowmaker, trying to find it. Does. And now Commander Huey, taking both DPS out, opens the gates, or I should say closes the gates on that attack.
Yeah, but Japan Bank's gonna go ahead and get a nice kill onto Chaos, but it's gonna be immediately res back up. So Nursey not gonna have the res for this next fight available, but there is the Earth Shatter, Graviton Surge, and Bob, but Thick Daddy gonna fall down. This is where Furious Unicorns need to press that go button.
Oh, there you go, Bob Black Sheep. Bob is now on the field, but he gets pushed off and slept, so he's not gonna be able to do too much. Chaos also not on the fight. I don't think there's anything that Ghost Peppers can do in this scenario. They got staggered pretty badly in the previous fight.
Touch, but I don't think they're gonna be able to do it.
Nope, there won't be any touch. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for an archway defense as long as they can get their team back up to the corner in time. But Japan Banks and Draco not looking to give them any comfortability there. No space at all as they push all the way to point 2. So you've got Jack with that dragon at the ready. Draco almost with the Graviton, but that guy Tyler only at 8% to that Transcendence. If you're Ghost Peppers, you have to know that they have the dragons. You have to know that they have the Graviton. What are you thinking coming into this fight?
He has, alright, but Thick Daddy wants to use that Graviton Surge first, but he has to know that Frisky has the Transcendence to counter it. Both teams looking for the best one, but Jamin, a nice early pick.
If there goes the Transcendence from Frisky, a little bit, I wouldn't say overzealous, but Jamin gonna take advantage of that easily with a triple headshot tear.
Go ahead and mark that off on your bingo boards. Jamin just got a 4K, boys and girls.
That's how you do it. Furious Unicorns looking to put a little more time on their clock, and Jamin pushing up way far has the ability to if he's going to keep popping these headshots off. Jackson now onto the Widowmaker, trying to be a little bit of a contest.
But he's at 1 HP.
Ooh, Commander Huey popping up over the side of the building, just giving him a quick little flip right in the headshot. A little bit of a ding. Draco, however, going to take Chaos out of the fight, and Ghost Peppers having to back out without their main tank. The hammer down comes down, and that's going to be it. Nano Boost onto Japan. He's going to take a charge, take a ride, and Thick Daddy, that guy Tyler, both going to get taken out of the fight. Chaos going to have to come back. Only 40% of that Primal Rage. He's just going to have to sit here in the spawn room, out of view as best he can, before they re-engage here. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, Ghost Peppers are starting to feel the sweat.
They are indeed. And Jack and Draco still have the combo, and that guy Tyler's still without a Transcendence. But there's a
Both
giant
teams
strike for
strapped
both
up in
teams.
gravitons, but it's gonna be Furious Unicorns. They come out on top in that fight. Chaos getting taken down by Frisky, and Thick Daddy trying to keep his team alive and grow up a little bit of charge on the point as it's a mere 2 meters away, but it's not gonna do anything as Frisky grabs himself a quick little 3K at the end of the game.
Definitely. And we see here that the mirror matchup, well, it was basically a mirror matchup. I mean, it was Winston Zarya compared to Ryan Zarya there on third point. But I mean, for the most part, it was Ryan Zar, Widow Hanzo on a Zenyatta, and I mean, Furious Unicorns just looks so dominant on that composition.
There wasn't really a lot of stopping power coming out from Ghost Peppers on that defense, but they did spend the majority of that street phase in a little bit of a stagger. The aggression that came out from Japan Banks and Draco Ball on the Ryan Zarya combination after gaining the point.
Definitely. And I mean, the big thing here, though, is when you're dealing with snipers, it's so hard to build ultimate if you're a healer, because you're so, especially the Zenyatta, right? You're so afraid to peek the corner with your right click and get headshot, but at the same time, it's so hard to heal people up if they're getting headshot, because guess what? You get headshot, you're just immediately dead. There's nothing to heal up to build ultimate.
That's very true, and we saw Jamin teach that rule to Ghost Peppers time and time again in quick succession.
Yes, we did indeed, and I mean, it's really going to come down to, though, in the end, who wins the Widow battle, and I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of concerned here for Ghost Peppers. If Commander Huey's going to be your Widowmaker, no offense to him, but I mean, there's a reason you put him on the Hanzo and not the Widow, and Jackson was on the Widowmaker, right? It's because Jackson was your dominant Widowmaker. But it's not going to matter. Commander Huey going back to one of his signature heroes on that Hanzo.
Yeah, he was the Widowmaker to try and get maybe an early pick or that quick headshot, but you saw Jack shot that Sonic Arrow up at the top, knew that there was a Widowmaker, so everybody kind of went back behind in cover. So Commander Huey back onto his signature thing, but Poketoo with a fantastic nade in there. That guy Tyler gonna get taken out, and the rest of the team, easy pickings. Big Daddy looking for a bit of a consolation prize in this fight, being kept alive by Nursey, just barely, and able to get that pick onto Poketoo. So that could spell good fortune for Ghost Peppers if they can get the rest of their team back in action for this fight. They'll get back much quicker than Frisky. And there's a nano boosted Reinhardt. That's going to be an issue. Thick Daddy saving the life of Chaos as Japan Bakes had him in the clutches of a charge. And the Dragons on point, look to take Thick Daddy out, and that Roadhog finally going to be falling. But the rest of the team still loud, proud, and in charge right now. Chaos looking to swing around and find the kill on a Draco belt, as well as Jack as he pushes him into the corner, zoning out the Ana away from the point, gets slept as he gets the hammer. Beautiful sleep from Frisky. It may be a little bit too little, a little bit too late, but still an impressive job.
It is indeed, but here I'd really like to get seen played here from Furious Unicorns is a Reaper. There's no defense matrix from a Diva to really stop the Reaper from getting value, so it would be a great pick. You pressure Thick Daddy and Chaos so much on that Roadhog and Reinhardt respectively, and you're able to get the kills, but it doesn't matter. They're just going to go full speed ahead. Jamin in Japan getting a nice 2K. They're just going to bully them right back to spawn.
Yep, last map we got to see what happens when the attacking team is super aggressive, but now we get to see what happens when the defending team is super aggressive, and this is that archway defense that I was talking about, Perez. If you're able to get to that team before they get past that archway, you have so many little nooks and crannies to force these fights into that you can shave a lot of time off of the clock if you're careful, but you gotta be more careful than that. Thick Daddy taking the early kill onto Frisky, so they're gonna be able to go into this next encounter as a 5v6.
They are indeed, but Frisky, he's a long-range healer. Poketoo already on his way back to spawn to taxi him. Rest of Furious Unicorns kind of kiting back so they don't get picked. They know they have time. They just need to wait for a full 6-man team and then take the fight, but it doesn't matter. Thick Daddy landing a nice hook onto Jamin.
Yeah, it's going to be a long time until you get a 6-man team if Thick Daddy keeps getting one pick here and there like he has. The hooks have been on point. The Gravitons are off point, though. The anti-nade comes through. There's the Dragons. It'll take out both of the tanks, as well as separating Nursey from the rest of the team. Commander Huey is well off there with the elder of the Amari family. We're going to see a little bit of a stall here. The payload unattended by either team, as Frisky gets himself a couple of kill feed presentations.
He is indeed, and now a lot of ultimates online for both sides. the slight ultimate advantage gonna be for Ghost Peppers nearing the full 6, while Fierce Unicorns, they only are close to 4, I'd say.
Oh!
But it doesn't matter when Jamin gets a nice headshot onto Nursey.
And Jamin just sitting up at the windows on the high ground, waiting for Ghost Peppers to come through, trying to get a pick onto the support. Paid off quite well. Still up there, nobody seems to have paid any attention to where that Widowmaker shot came from. No, Commander Huey found him out with the Sonic Arrow. So Jamin gonna have to go ahead and back out of that fight. Thick Daddy looking for an opening here. There goes the Graviton. The Shatter is trying to counter, but there will be dragons into it. Transcendence, not there, but no kills.
Yeah, that was a really nice play from Furious Unicorns. A lot of times what you'll do if you're caught in a Graviton Surge is you'll Sound Barrier immediately and amp your healing. But no, Pokitude, he waited a little bit, waited for the dragons to be right on top of them before Sound Barrying, and then immediately speed amp to move his team away from the Dragon Strike, which was the big threat there. And that just allowed them to stay alive and rack up the kills. But now, Ghost Pepper's going to be switching things up a bit, switching on to a Genji and a Wrecking Ball. Of course, we saw this was a very strong, not quite the same composition on Hanamura, but it's still a very strong composition. We saw they had a lot of success with it. They're going to be looking to replicate it here on King's Route.
We're also going to be seeing Commander Huey on the Genji, which is a hero that I have not seen played in a competitive match of Overwatch in quite some time, but he's in the kill feed more than I've seen in months. There it is with a quick 2 kills from Jamin and Jack, taking out those 2 precision heroes and helping Chaos with the kill onto Japan Banks. And the more mobile composition seems to be winning out right now.
Does indeed. I'd really like to see Furious Unicorns maybe swap onto Goat's composition, although Jack is nearing his Dragon Strike, but it's not going to matter if you get headshot by Jackson. But yeah, he is near his Dragon Strike, so he can combo that with Draco Ball's Graviton Surge, probably get a 1 team fight, and then everyone go back to spawn, swap your heroes up to the Goat's comp.
Jamin in the spawn room trying to find the angle. Jackson almost gets the headshot, but not quite. Commander Huey, however, going to be able to deflect that right back. Cut charge from Japan Banks, going to fall on deaf ears as he gets booped out of the way by that guy Tyler, who needs to get out of dodge as soon as possible. A Genji and Anna and a Lucio aren't going to do too well against a big old hammer.
They are not indeed. And now a lot of big ultimate advantage for the side of Fierce Unicorns. They have the Earthshatter, they have the Dragon Shake, they have the Sound Barrier. Want to look to get early kills here, so that way you can just reset the attack from Ghost Peppers as soon as possible. But no matter what, they will have more time than the Ghost Peppers.
Ooh, Jack returning the favor onto Jackson with that headshot, not wasting any time at putting this into a 5v6. Now they'll be hard pressed. Beautiful anti-nade comes out onto that guy Tyler from Frisky to get him out of the fight. Sleep darting onto the Roadhog, taking Thick Daddy out of the fight now. And once again, Frisky able to help his team out with these beautiful sleep darts.
He is indeed, and I mean Frisky, he's just been such a solid player the whole match. I mean on Zenyatta, he's always there in time with the Transcendence. He's always hitting his sleeps on the Ana, keeping his he's always building Coalescence on the Moira. I mean, what can he not do, honestly? Of course, he is one of our other, if I'm not mistaken, Masters graduates here in the match. I believe it is both Anas that are our Masters graduates, funnily enough. But here's the Nano Blade coming out for Commander Huey.
See what he's able to do. Sound Barrier does get dropped by Poke. Superflex has to be used in order to keep himself alive. There, however, is a nano-boosted Reinhardt that you've got to be careful of, because he's going to be working on a Shatter as quickly as possible. Chaos has the Minefield, looking to drop it and deny as a little bit of area, allow the respawns to come back for Ghost Peppers. With a minute left, chooses to keep it in his pocket for now.
They are indeed. Now, the big thing here is going to be if Draco Ball can get that Graviton Surge before Tyler gets that Sound Barrier. Because if he does, he can combo it with Jack's Dragon Strike, and they win the fight, win the map, win the game. But if that guy Tyler can get that Sound Barrier, keep his team alive, that'll be huge. But here we are. We're going to see the mines come out from Chaos.
The mines, however, being put in front of the payload, they will get slowly destroyed as the payload moves forward. And Thick Daddy getting booped off. And Draco finally coming in with the beautiful Graviton, setting things up for Jack. As 19 seconds on the clock are going to wind down. And I don't know if Ghost Peppers are going to have the time to get back to the payload.
Jamin, nice.
There goes the hamster trying to get there as quickly as possible. Chaos has 5 seconds to touch the payload. He gets booped off and then hammered down.
But
But no, Commander Huey, he's going to be able to get there with the dash, but his whole team taken down by that hammer down. Not going to be a sight to see. Jackson going to be the last one on the payload. Nursey trying to stay alive on this Tracer, giving up the role of the healer to try and be a bit of an annoyance. Try and get some more time in overtime.
Unicorns are going to be going on to the grand finals.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. After a well-fought battle, Ghost Peppers not able to overcome Furious Unicorn.
That is correct indeed. I mean, that was honestly a really nice play. Like, you could see the thought process that Ghost Peppers had on that last fight there. They wanted to use this Roadhog ult in order to boot the rest of Furious Unicorns into the Hammond Mines, but it was a really heads-up play from Pokitude. He realized Thick Die's positioning, was able to land a nice boop, and, well, if you're in a pit, you can't really do that much damage.
That's true. He was too busy talking with the Omnix down there.
He was indeed, and that was just an excellent play. Excuse me, nice voice crack. An excellent play from both sides. That both teams really showing their stuff. I mean, we saw how strong. I mean, we saw Ghost Peppers. They clearly knew how to adapt. So did Furious Unicorns. And guess what, Schtitle? You got your wish. We saw far. I think we
did.
See. I think we saw less goats than any other composition.
It was such a refreshing thing. I love the fact that I got to shake the rust off with compositions that weren't just, I wonder who's gonna get a Diva Bomb first.
Definitely. But I do believe that is all she wrote. I do have to ask you, Schtitle, who was your player of the match?
My player of the match, and you know, this may be a little bit of nostalgia for me, but I think Commander Huey definitely has to be up there for contention for MVP. If not him, then his pocket, Nursey, staying with him in the skies. Beautiful mobility on the Mercy. I think that those two, I think the pharmacy of those two is going to be my MVP. I'm going to bend the rules a little bit. What about you?
I mean, I got to support my Furious Unicorns boys. I got to go with Frisky. I think he was just absolutely such a solid player the whole time, whether it was Zenyatta, Ana, Moira. He was always there, always so consistent, and that's really what matters in the end.
Well, guys, make sure you let us know what you think about who the MVP is. You can tweet me at me. You can tweet at the Owlet tournament, and you know we'll see if we can get polls going if you want. We'll see what happens. You don't want to get too crazy about it, but that is gonna wrap it up for me and Prez tonight. So huge shout out to Direboyd on the production side of everything, making sure that you guys get to see all that fine action. Huge thanks to the admin team over at the Owlet tournament for bringing these great matches to you. And of course, thanks to the teams and to you for showing up today for some awesome Overwatch. You guys have a wonderful evening, and tune in for the Grandmasters when it comes around. Or the Grand Finals, sorry, when it comes around.
That'll be Tuesday for minors at 9 p.m., Wednesday for majors at 9 p.m., and make sure you catch the episodes of The Nest at around 6:30 to 7 p.m. EST happening those same days for both the minors and the majors. We'll be breaking down everything that's happened thus far.
Stay classy.